Hello guys and welcome back to Testing Basics. We are doing white t-shirts today. As always, I've got 5 from High Street High End. Also got one that I've had in the wardrobe for a while, which I'm going to try and revive in some way and bring back to life and revitalise in its whiteness, so that I can kind of also have an idea of how to look after white t-shirts going forward, because in my experience I've never had one that's like fallen apart at the seams or anything. They just get a bit knackered from deodorant, from sweating, they just lose their brightness. So we're going to see if we can rectify that with one that I've had for a while. They're all 100% cotton. That was the only caveat that I had when I was picking these out. And we're going to start with Uniqlo, which was £14.90. This is a Uniqlo U one. It literally will say Uniqlo U on the top, because when you go into Uniqlo, there is a sea of t-shirts to pick from. This is the classic crew neck from Uniqlo U. I have this in a medium. This is the only one that I recommend sizing up in if you have bigger boobs. It's quite tight over the boobs. A small would have been a way more fitted t-shirt, whereas with all of these I want quite a boxy, straight up and down fit. So yeah, this is quite a thick cotton, really soft, but yeah, one of the thicker ones that we've got here. Nice ribbed neckline and really straight through the body. Uniqlo. Next is Arket, and this is the one that we're going to try and revitalise in some way. I'm not entirely sure how long I've had this for, because I have a lot of these that I've had for a while. Definitely over a year. I don't think I've got any new ones within the last year. This is in a small, again slightly on the smaller fitting side compared to some of the others that we have here, but still I recommend sticking true to size with this. It's a lighter weight cotton than the Uniqlo one is. It's a slightly thinner material. Again, really similar fit, boxy, straight through the body, nice length sleeves, and that one was £17. Next we have COS at £25. This one is the most cropped that we've got, really similar in texture to the Uniqlo one and the thickness as well. Really great rib neckline, again similar to the Uniqlo. I have it in small, definitely true to size because it's slightly boxy through the body, and then with the crop length, like I said. Really good sleeve length. I really think this is a good fit of one if you want slightly shorter. It's by no means cropped at all, it's just slightly shorter in the body. Then from there we're doing quite a jump up to Sunspel, which was £75. This is called something like their boyfriend fit t-shirt, something like that. So I have it in a small, really true to size, definitely don't size up in this. Similar fit to the Arket one and a similar weight in cotton. So far Uniqlo COS similar, Arket Sunspel more similar. And again, just a really classic fit, not much that I can say about it, straight through the body. Slightly longer sleeves maybe than some of the other ones, but not much in it at all. Similar neckline to the Arket one as well. The COS has the tightest neckline of them all. The loosest neckline is this next one, which is from the Row, an eye-watering £330. I got this in medium. This is the only one that I bought online and didn't try on in store. And I wish I'd got a small. The medium's fine, but I definitely could have got away with a small, and so I don't recommend sizing up. The only difference in the detail of this one is it has a seam that runs down the back. I don't know if you can see that there. But yeah, this has the widest neckline, but it's still a classic crew neck. Slightly wider through the body, but again, I think this sizing up is more representative of a medium. So I would say the Uniqlo medium is a small, this is a medium. The lightest weight of them all, really, really, really soft, way more fluid in material than the other ones. Even lighter weight than the Arket and the Sunspel one, and that was £330. I repeat, £330. Those are our 5 t-shirts. We are going to wash them. There's going to be a bit of a continuity issue in this video. My hair's about to get a bit lighter and then we'll go darker again at the end. But yes, that's all 5 of them. Let's get going. Excuse the mess behind me. I've had on the Uniqlo t-shirt today with some really great jeans from Our Legacy. I really regret not doing these in Testing Basics because they are brilliant. Similar price point to the 80s ones from last time. But yeah, what a really good pair of washed black jeans. Anyway, it's not about them. I'm just wearing it with those and my Church's loafers. I can't fault this t-shirt. I can close the blinds though so that we don't have that light on me. Can't fault this t-shirt at all. It's the perfect weight. It isn't too, it's not too thin. I'm not wearing a bra. I'm not going to be wearing a bra throughout this, so it's a good like reference for how much you can see through it. Really not that much at all. It's not like so thick that it feels too starchy or anything like that. It's still really soft. I think the length of the sleeves are really nice. I really like the thickness of the detailing on the collar here. I mean, I had it tucked in a little bit there, but I think it's a really great shape. Definitely glad I got a medium. I think a small would have been too small. So I would kind of say that would mean sizing up is the sizing advice I'm going to give. I just can't fault it. Like, we're going to wash it and see how it goes, but I don't foresee any issues with it at all. It's just a really, 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 really good white t-shirt. The thickness is the really thing that makes it, and it makes it hang really nice on the body. Definitely a very, very, very strong start from Uniqlo. Great jeans. Hello guys, please excuse how manic everything behind me is. And between trips and filming videos and doing work on the house, there's a lot going on. But wearing the COS T-shirt today, really good one. I got this one, I think I said this already, because I have it in black and I love it. So it kind of is already an unfair advantage because I knew I was gonna like it. But I think this is a great length T-shirt. I am very short in the body. So if you're a longer torso, it might be a little bit more cropped than you like. But it's a very similar fabric and feel to the Uniqlo one, similar thickness actually, similar softness as well. Really like the thickness of the neckline here, and I think the sleeves fit really nicely. They're not too tight, they're not too short, they're not too long. Really good boxy. These are low-rise jeans for reference. They're from our Legacy, and I've just got my Chanel pumps on. But yeah, they're men's, they're super low. So this is an idea of how the length matches up. So it would also be a good t-shirt to tuck into high-waisted jeans if you then don't want too much fabric sitting underneath. I'm going to find it really hard to differentiate between all of them, if I'm honest. At the moment, I think maybe I prefer the fit of this one, I would say, but there's really not that much in it at all. I just think it's got a really good boxy style to it. So yeah, this is the COS one. Another day, a still chaotic bedroom. Sunspel. I'm going to briefly actually first talk about how much I enjoy the way these shoes and these jeans meet. 80s jeans, Hero shoes, Sunspel T-shirt. It is another great T-shirt. This is going to be a really, God, I really like this outfit. This is going to be a really difficult one to do. So this one is lighter weight than the COS and the Uniqlo ones. Slightly more see-through, but by very little. I just feel you can see my nipples a little bit more. The neckline isn't as thick as either of them, and I did quite like the rib detailing on both of those, but both of the other ones. It's slightly longer in the body than the COS one. I would say it's a similar length in the body to the Uniqlo one. Slightly wider through the sleeves than both of them as well. Really, really, really soft. A really nice length actually, slightly longer like I said than the COS one, but I do think this is sitting really nice on these jeans. These are super high-waisted jeans, so very different to the Our Legacy ones I had on yesterday, but this is lightweight enough to tuck in. I would say this is better one for tucking in than the Uniqlo one, just because it's slightly lighter weight, but I really, really, really am clutching at straws here of how to even differentiate. This just feels thinner, basically, but I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I think it kind of gives a slightly different feel to it. There's slightly more like fluidity in the way that it's sitting over my boobs and the shape that it makes. The others two are definitely more boxy. This is just slightly more lightweight. Again, not much difference in that styling wise, but I would say that everyone should have a heavier weight and a lighter weight white t-shirt in their wardrobe. It does make them sit a bit differently, but incredibly subtle, which is why I'm really struggling to make many interesting comments about this. Does it feel more expensive than the two more affordable ones that we've had so far? No, it doesn't. Do I still feel like it feels like a really great t-shirt? Definitely yes. And is Sunspel a brand that I think is great and does what it does really well? Absolutely yes. But it's a white t-shirt. So far I don't think you need to go and spend huge sums of money on them. I had just finished filming the intro. I was wearing this one yesterday, and today it's the Row one. I just can't believe how much worse it is compared to the others, if I'm honest. Like, I've just had it tucked into the front there, and look at how much it's creased. It's even like where I keep pinching it to untuck it is just I just can't. It's not like it was never going to be worth £330, but I can't believe the fact it actually feels considerably not as nice as the others. I suppose if you like a really lightweight t-shirt, then it could be good for that, but also you just don't need to go spend as much money on it. It's very comfortable, it's very soft, it almost feels like pajama-y in material because of how soft it is, so I guess that's a compliment. But that also softness is meaning that it's like really crinkly. I wore it yesterday, I ironed it again this morning, badly obviously because it's me, but yeah, it just, I don't know. Anyway, I just got it on with the men's Levi's. I'm sorry all these outfits have been so boring, but I'm just at home getting things sorted a lot of the time. And yeah, absolutely no surprises from me that I'm not going to recommend spending £330 on a t-shirt from the Row. I actually just don't even think it looks anywhere near as good as the others do. Like, it's insane that I think going forward this would be the most likely t-shirt to become a pajama t-shirt for me, which I feel is like the where all t-shirts go to die. And this is the most expensive one. But like I said, that is a testament to its comfort, I suppose, because even if I got bored of wearing the Uniqlo one, I would never want to wear that in bed because it would never be comfy enough, because although it's soft, it's nowhere near as lightweight as this is. But yeah, it's just not worth it. It's my review. I'm going to go wash them all now and see if anything dramatic happens, but I doubt it will. Okay guys, we're just going to try and sort this. Oh gosh. I'm just about to try and de-yellow the Arket one. I saw that Anna edited a TikTok where she said washing up liquid worked, so I'm going to try that first and then maybe soak it for like 20 minutes with some just good old vanish oxy action, and then we'll wash it in with the rest of them, so they're all going to literally just go in the wash all together. But yeah, let's see how this goes. Here's your before. Oh, you can see that there, it's showing up quite nicely, and overall it's just a bit dull, so let's see how we go. Right guys, final section. They've all just been washed on like a 30-degree wash with normal detergent. Obviously the Arket one has been through a bit more, so let's start with that one. Okay, this is me holding it up next to the Sunspel one. This is Arket, this is Sunspel. I think it's brightened up a little bit. Sunspel Arket. It's still less bright. Armpit wise, not perfect, but better. Actually, a lot better. So that would feel like, I mean, this feels like it's back to being wearable. That's also the inside, it's inside out there. This one I'm not going to rank in with them all as such. It's a really great t-shirt. I really recommend it. I guess comparatively to the Sunspel one, I think go with this one. There's not enough of a difference between them to warrant the price difference. And with, you know, with this, any of them, they're all going to have these same like aging problems of yellowing and becoming a bit dull in the colour, because that's just how white t-shirts work unless you are looking after them properly, which is what I'm trying to work out what that actually means and looks like. But that's the armpit. I think that's definitely a lot better. So that's done well, and the rest, there's no washing updates. So let's put them in order. Obviously, in last place is going to be the Row. Like I love the Row. I don't really own very much from the Row apart from some shoes. And I think from like a design perspective, the shoes in particular are so to my taste. I love them so much. Like if I see something from another brand and I'm like, oh, that's kind of like the Row, I would mean that in a very complimentary way. I think it's super chic. But this is just like, it's just daft. Like it's £330 and it looks thinner than the rest. It creased more than the others. It's just, even if it was the most amazing t-shirt in the world, it wouldn't be worth £330. I'd kind of like, you know, if you were going to go and spend that much money on something, and you wanted to design a t-shirt, and you wanted it from the Row, I would almost just ask you why. You're not getting any branding on this, you're not getting a fit that's different, you're not getting quality that feels particularly better than any of the others. The fact it's the Row goes completely unseen, and it doesn't look more expensive than the others either. So I actually think it's totally pointless, and while they do really beautiful things, I'm sure I will still be a customer from the Row, particularly for their shoes, for years to come. Just not their basics. This is actually just feels a bit silly, if I'm honest. So that's an easy one in last place. And I'm essentially kind of going to rank them in price order, I suppose. I'm going to put Sunspel next, Really, really do love this t-shirt though, and I think Sunspel's a great brand. I think this is more of like a realistic price point. If you wanted to treat yourself to a nice t-shirt, if you wanted it to be from Sunspel, if you just want that whole shopping experience, if you like the brand, you have enough of a good reason to go and shop there for all of those reasons, they're also valid, then this I think is coming at a good price point of being luxury without being obscene. But you just simply don't need to go spend £75 on a t-shirt either. Bearing in mind they're all probably going to wear in the same way. And in fact, I have old Sunspel t-shirts that have worn in the same way as the Arket ones. You know, the seams on them and everything are all feel much of a muchness. So yeah, it's just simply not worth how much more money it is. But beautiful brand, beautiful t-shirt nonetheless. It's just, you don't need to spend £75 on a t-shirt. But if you did want to, the Sunspel one is nice. I'm gonna put, what am I gonna put next? I'm gonna put the Arket one next actually. I know I just said I wasn't gonna rank it, but I may as well. I think it has washed quite well, so I'm really pleased with that. Really good t-shirt, £17. Like I said, I've had so many of these over the years. In fact, I probably have got more than 5 of these t-shirts. Arket also do a heavier weight one too, which is more similar to the Uniqlo and the COS ones, which are obviously coming in the first 2 top places. But this, in terms of a lightweight one, I really, really, really like. I can't say much more about it than that. This is my favourite one of the slightly lighter weight ones, and I think it's great for £17. Good t-shirt, highly, highly recommend it. I'm going to put in the next place Uniqlo, actually, because this is kind of a really specific preference between the Arket one and the Uniqlo one, is if you prefer a thicker t-shirt or not. And I think that I do. And I think this one is a really great fit, it's a great price. I've got Uniqlo t-shirts that I've had for going on 5 years now, and they're still going really, really strong. So they really do stand the test of time. Love the neckline on this, I think the fit is great. Maybe they can lose a point for sizing because you have to go a size up, where the rest are all running kind of true to size, but now that you know that, that's not going to be an issue at all. And yeah, it's just a really good t-shirt. It's soft, really good thickness to it, it's not too see-through, it sits really nice on the body. I think it's really flattering, just great standard t-shirt. This is so hard to do and to find any more descriptors for t-shirt. And in first place I'm going to put the COS one, and it's simply because I think the really subtle details on the cut of this make it really, really great. I really like the shorter body. This is very much in terms of my preference of how I'm dressing at the moment as well, so do bear that in mind. I'm either wearing like a really high-waisted jeans, one from 80s that were in the last Testing Basics, these ones from our legacy, the low-rise ones, and I just find whether it's high-rise or low-rise, the length of this COS t-shirt on me is pretty perfect. I can either not tuck it in all in the low-rise ones and it meets the waistline perfectly, or just tuck it in a little bit in the high-rise ones and not have too much fabric to tuck in. I like the higher neckline on this, I think it's really flattering. I do, like when my boobs are at their biggest, when I'm due on my period, I do find that like it's quite shelfy for some reason over the top, whereas the looser fitting ones, or the lighter fabric ones, sorry, like the Arket or the Sunspel, are more flattering on me then. Again, this is complete personal preference as well, complete personal preference. But I do think the subtlety in the way that this is cut, the length of the body, for me, this would be if I washed them all and I had them all clean on the bed, like I will do today, ready to go, this would be the one that I would reach for first. And then after that, it would probably be the Arket one actually, just because if I wasn't wearing this, it would be because I'd be wearing one of the lighter ones. That didn't feel concise at all actually, or particularly decisive, but I hope it was helpful. Basically, don't go and spend £330 on a t-shirt, you really don't need to do it. Do go and spend £75 on one if you want to treat yourself, but it is that, you're treating yourself, it's completely unnecessary. The other 3 are all great. Go to Arket if you want one that's lightweight, wash as well as we've seen, I think with more like vanish oxide action and very liquid on the armpits, you can definitely lift out those yellow stains. And if you want a heavyweight one depending on the weight, then COS for more cropped, Uniqlo for more of a standard fit. And I guess maybe you just can't have enough white t-shirts, or I hope you can't anyway, because I have got a lot of them now. But thank you so much for watching this, everybody. I really, really hope you've enjoyed. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I've got like a good couple of weeks coming up in New York where it will probably be quite hot. I was thinking maybe of doing sandals because I walk so much when I'm in New York, so it would be a real like baptism of fire of testing them. praying for my feet now. So let me know what you feel about that, and I'll see you in the next one.